What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about what XRP's price is doing right now, the moves that I am making, and much more, because things are getting interesting, and you'll understand why in a little bit. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade some XRP on up to 50x leverage without needing to KYC, you can use the Margex link down in the description below, and when you do sign up and start trading, you're going to get up to $10,000 in bonuses with just my link down there. So make sure you do go check that out, of course, if you want to trade some XRP on up to 50x leverage. Now, looking at XRP's price, things are starting to get interesting. Now, you may say, Tyler, why is that? And the reason being is because XRP now seems to be testing the re-entrance into our buy zone. Now, you guys know, especially if you watch my occasional XRP video, that we have been looking at XRP the same way for quite a while. The red box and the green box. And it's really, really simple. What we've come to recognize is that when XRP is below 51 cents and enters into this green box, that this is a buy zone. Historically speaking, anytime we're in here, if you've done buying since 2022, so the last 2.5 years, you will eventually make money. If you do, of course, do that, and it enters into the red box, oftentimes taking profits anytime within this red box or above the red box has led to you, of course, being able to avoid the price pulling back towards your buy target. So oftentimes what I've been doing is doing some buying on some XRP, not a ton, just a little bit here, maybe here, etc. And when we do start hitting into this red zone, I do start slowly taking some profits, usually taking the most amount of profits once we hit the top side of this red box, currently sat around 66 cents. Now, I have said on multiple occasions that I do think eventually this pattern is going to break. I don't think XRP is just going to do this, right? This for the next 10 years. Obviously not. No, I think eventually, if this market is bullish enough, it'll break above it. And if it's bearish enough, it'll break below it like we did during the bear market. But at the end of the day, this is where we are right now, and I'm going to continue to make these moves. Now, what I'm seeing right now, and the reason why I do think things are actually starting to get interesting, is because for the very first time since, let's go ahead and call it the beginning of August, so about 2 months ago, it seems as if XRP could be on track to re-enter back into our buy zone, and I wanted to prepare you for that. Because if we do continue the momentum which we're seeing right now, which is extremely possible, XRP is still, rather high or barely below the 50% threshold on its weekly RSI. If you look at its daily RSI, the thing is still sat pretty high around the 37% threshold. If you go look back on the weekly charts and we look at, say, something like a Bollinger Band, which just kind of gauges overextensions, what you can see is that it just lost its 20 simple moving average. And historically, when we do lose this level, very possible to revisit the bottom side of that Bollinger Band. Because of all these things, it is very possible that XRP could continue this momentum a little bit lower. And because of that, what I've come to realize is that if this does happen, and if XRP does continue down, we're going to enter into that buy zone. Now, the way that I go about this, okay, whenever XRP enters into this buy zone, what I will typically do is layer it depending on how far into it we go. So what I'll do is I'll say, okay, every cent we drop, or maybe every 2 cents we drop, I buy a little bit more per purchase. So maybe, for example, if I want to buy $2 for every purchase around 50 cents, I'll buy $4 for every purchase around 47 cents, and then maybe $6 for every purchase at 42 cents, and getting bigger and bigger and buying more and more the lower into this green box it gets. Because historically speaking, the lower you get, the more likely it is for you to reverse back to the upside for XRP to come retest some of these higher take profit zones. And that is exactly what I intend to do up until the point that this trend does change. I do think it is inevitable that XRP's price will eventually break back above 80 cents or 90 cents. So I have no issue that if I am wrong and the trend does break and we venture way down below this green box, that if I just continue to slowly dollar cost average more and more, eventually we will see XRP return back up here and these purchases will end up in the green. And so because of that, I intend to do bigger and bigger purchases the lower and lower XRP goes, up into a point in which we do start to see this thing reversing to the upside. And so again, since this is the first time that XRP may get this push into the buy zone since, 2 months ago, roughly 8 weeks ago, I did think it would be important to kind of just notify you that this buying opportunity could be opening up and it could be something worth paying attention to. And so with that said, of course, I will continue to update you as XRP's price does make some moves. I'd like to start featuring it here a little bit more often on the channel, especially now that we are in a buy zone. So make sure that you do subscribe if you do want to stay up to date. I also will be doing some posting about XRP over on my second channel, which is linked down below. And don't forget, while you are down there, if you want to trade XRP on up to 50x leverage, you can trade with that Margex link down there as well. But overall, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.